Melissa was in love with another girl named Allison, but her father, Mr. Faulkner, who was running for mayor, didn't approve. He told Melissa to stop seeing Allison, afraid it might hurt his chances during the election. Melissa didn't take it well. She left the house upset and went straight to Allison, who gave her a small gift. Melissa's brother Adam was working when he saw his ex-girlfriend Lily kissing a guy named Rob. He couldn't hold himself back. He walked over and told them they shouldn't be doing that there. Melissa and Allison visited a popular bridge where couples left locks as symbols of love. They added their own lock and smiled at what it meant. But as they were leaving, a car pulled up. A masked man stepped out. She tried to talk to him, but the man didn't speak. He attacked her, pushed her over the edge of the bridge into the river. Allison, scared out of her mind, ran back to town and told everyone. Adam was still dealing with the pain of losing Melissa. He visited Allison at her home, where her father welcomed him and offered support. But Adam felt his father only cared about politics and not about Melissa's death. Allison's father tried to explain that he had known Faulkner since they were young, and that Faulkner had always been focused on winning. Adam got a message from Lily, asking to meet up. When he told Allison, she suggested it might help clear his head. Adam agreed, and met Lily, who hugged him and told him she was sorry about what happened. Watching them from a distance, Ron became jealous and assumed they were getting back together. At a bar in town, people argued about whether the elections should continue. Some wanted to cancel them out of respect, while others said it was too late for that. The professor stepped in and asked everyone to stay calm. Adam went back to Allison's place, but Ron saw them walking together and lost control. He shouted at Lily, saying she still had feelings for Adam. Lily tried to calm him down, but he stormed off, straight to the bar. He asked for a drink, but the bartender refused because he was underage. The deputy walked in and questioned him about his behavior. Ron tried to fight, but the deputy stopped him, reminding him that he was still just a kid. Later, Lily sat alone, thinking about Adam. She put on the jacket he had once given her and said it still smelled like him. Just then, she heard a sound from the theater inside. Curious, she went in and saw the two students who had scared her before. She panicked and sprayed one of them with pepper spray, making them run away. As she turned to leave the movie, the person smashed through a glass panel, causing her to fall and making it hard for her to move. She tried to escape, but it was too late. That same night, Adam stayed at Allison's house and told her more about why he and Lily had broken up. He said Lily had kissed Rob and that Melissa had caught them. That was why he ended things with her. Later, Allison's father came in and checked on them before hearing noise outside. He stepped out with a tool in hand and found the same pranksters trying to pull another trick. They ran off when they saw him, and he shook his head, saying they would never learn. The next morning, Faulkner showed up at Allison's house and told her father to stay away from Adam. Allison's father defended himself, saying Adam had come on his own and needed someone to talk to. Faulkner took Adam with him. After that, Faulkner ran into Blair, who sarcastically asked for his support. This made Faulkner very angry. At school, the professor gave the two pranksters a punishment, making them write sorry 2,000 times. He also took away their phones and told them they would only get them back after finishing their work. Left alone in the school, they got bored and started to get close to each other, but they were interrupted when someone in a mask appeared and attacked. The boy was struck with a heavy object and didn't survive. The girl ran to the basketball court to hide, but the masked figure followed and caught up with her before she could escape. Meanwhile, Rob was outside the theater, taking out the trash, when he discovered his girlfriend's body in a dumpster. He screamed and called the police. The deputy was shocked and reported the news to Blair's secretary, who then told Blair. Hearing this, Blair broke down and rushed to the scene, where she confirmed it was her daughter. Back at school, Allison went to get something from her locker, but heard a sound. She checked the nearby room and saw someone wearing the same mask as the attacker. It was Adam. He walked toward her, trying to speak, but she ran. As he was about to catch her, Allison's father showed up and acted fast, stopping Adam before he could hurt her. The professor saw it happen and called the police. When the authorities arrived, they confirmed who was behind the recent attacks. Faulkner became furious at Allison's father for what happened, but he stood by his actions and said it was to protect his daughter. The commissioner heard his story and accepted it, letting him go. Later, Rob met Allison in her car and told her that he was also being investigated by the police. He asked her to trust him and work with him to figure out what was going on. At first, Allison refused, but Rob kept insisting. Meanwhile, Blair, who had lost her daughter, started drinking heavily. The secretary went outside and told everyone that the mayor would be late. Rob told Allison that he believed someone else was still out there and they needed to uncover the truth.